Dr. Chyna said, put on the spot right here. She said, so what do you want me to do? Look, you see that face? That's like, for real, when you have the type of success this lady's having, you do whatever you want to do.
Thank you guys so much for being here. You know, I skipped out on a spa day to be here with you guys. So I said, I have to show up because lives are being changed in this room. Spa day can happen tomorrow, but today somebody came here because they wanted to hear something that could potentially change their lives. So give yourselves a round of applause for coming out here to hear some information that could change your life. Now, I like to know who I'm talking to, so if you're a guest in the room for the first time, if you would just wave. Wow. Guys, give yourselves a round of applause again. That is absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. I was sitting in the back, I snuck in and I listened to Mr. Kevin James Brown for a little bit and I said, wow, this is so incredible. You know, what I love about Mr. Michael Delco, he's introducing me to all of my ancestors and, grandparents, okay? People that are above, that I have no idea who they are. And so I'm so excited because he's so connected and he knows who everyone is in his business and he's really helping to connect a lot of dots. So let's give a shout out again to Mr. Kevin James Brown for coming today. Guys, this is a movement. This is a movement that every single person in this room needs to be a part of. That every single person that you know needs to be a part of. Why? Because it's connected to your money. It's connected to your future. And it's connected to your legacy. Whether or not you caught what was thrown tonight does not change it from being facts that were shared to you guys. It does not change what you heard. Whether you believe it or not does not determine whether or not it's going to happen. We're in a serious financial paradigm shift. And if you don't get in now, you will get in later.
That's right.
If you don't get in at the price point that is at right now, you're going to be forced to pay a lot more. I'm not saying this with a level of superior confidence or cockiness. I'm saying this because I want somebody that's in the room today that still feels like they want to straddle the fence to go ahead on and make a decision to open up a free account. Because if it was a social media site, your phone would already be out, you already be opening up the free account.
Come on now.
Somebody in the room saying, I still got to talk to my spouse about what, a free account? Let's stop pretending. You got to talk to your spouse about what, saving your money? Like, let's just be honest with ourselves. You know the kind of spouse you got anyway. You're the one that needs to be the one making the decisions. That's why you're here, right? So what am I saying? This is not something that I want you to be fearful of. Some of what you heard today may not make sense to you today. That's okay. What we're wanting to do is make sure that we get out the message that gold is money. Yes. If you understand that, you will make sure you can get as much of it as you can. Amen. So all you need to leave here knowing is that gold is money. Yes. Then you ask yourself, how much of it do I have? And I'm not talking about jewelry. Come on. Then when you have any doubt, just leave out of your house, get in your car, and drive for about 2 to 3 blocks. Look to your left and look to your right.
That's right. Come on.
And you're going to see cash for gold prices everywhere. And then remind yourself that gold is money. Because those are indicators that this money is in demand. That's why they're willing to give you top dollar for your gold.
Come on now. Come on.
Because they can just print as much of that as they want to.
That's right now.
So they can give you more today than what you paid for it 10 years ago. Because they know where the value is. Well, my financial advisor said that I shouldn't invest in gold. Of course not. What you should have asked him is, do he have any? See, he don't make any money off of you perhaps investing in gold. It is his job to make money. It is your job to protect your household. Because the most important economy in the world is the one with your address on it. Stop looking for someone else to take care of it.
Amen.
That's your responsibility to educate yourself. So this is not about selling you on anything. You just came to a financial literacy course. Now it's time for you to take action because when you go to school, you don't learn everything in one day.
That's right.
But what you need to make sure you do before you leave here today, hear me clearly and then thank me later. Hear me clearly and then thank me later. Open up your free online gold. Free gold. Let's just leave it at that. I like to pull a word. I said free gold, okay? Open up your free online gold savings account today. Yes. Have you guys been hearing people say you need to start stocking up on food? and water. The other piece you may not be hearing about is gold. Overstock.com told all of its employees to stock up on food, water, and gold. Why would they say that? Why would Bank of America tell its investors to start getting as much gold as they possibly can? Why would the country China tell its citizens to get as much gold as they possibly can? Why is gold in such high demand and you ain't got none?
Come on now.
I know why. Culturally, we don't understand that gold is money.
Can't say amen, say out. Come on.
Culturally, we never got the memo. Those documents was hidden and tucked away.
Come on now.
See, we know it. It's really already in us. That's why we like to wear it, right?
All right now, come on.
It's already in us. I mean, we started this thing off, right? But see, if you really knew that gold was money, and they know you like to consume, you might take it all up from them.
Come on.
The ones who don't want you to know is who the them is. What am I saying? Your future, your children, your lifestyle, what you eat, if you eat, is dependent on what you do with information. Wealthy don't get wealthy because of where they grew up at and what they look like.
Come on.
Poor don't stay poor because of who their parents are. It's because of information
That's right.
that they choose to use or not to use.
Come on.
It don't make no sense at all to be in a room like this when you look around and you have doctors, attorneys, teachers, pastors, entrepreneurs, just somebody that's trying to make it to feed their kids.
Come on.
Somebody who's unemployed and couldn't get a job for the last year. A father that's trying to take care of his kids. A mother that's just really figuring out how she gonna make it. A student who needs to know what's the next move for the future.
Come on.
All in one room, talking about something that was never designed for you to know in the first place. And
Preach.
you leave here and make no decision at all. Then you have to take responsibility for the repercussions that comes afterwards. It's not a fear tactic.
That's right.
I just happen to be a global ambassador to the United Nations at large. And if you knew what I knew, there wouldn't even be a question, a doubt in your mind.
That's right.
You wouldn't care who say what. All you need to know today is that gold is money. I'm not talking about paper gold that you may have in stock. I'm talking about physical assets that you have in your possession.
That's right.
That you choose to put where you want to put it at. Now, I won't recommend putting it in the safe deposit box in the bank.
That's right.
In fact, and some people are uncomfortable when we saying this, but I can say it. I wouldn't recommend you have anything in the safe deposit box in the bank. In fact, one of my best friends, that's an economist, said, only keep in the bank what you're willing to lose. That's whether it's a savings account, checking account, money market account, any account. Don't think what happened to Greece, what
Come on
happened to
now.
Cyprus can't happen to the Almighty.
Preach, preach.
Because everybody else got the memo about the dollar, except for us here in America. Go ahead and travel abroad if you want to, and think you still got the almighty dollar. And they gonna be looking and say, you got any other currencies? But they're not interested in your dollar. The debt that we owe countries around the world, they don't want to be paid in the dollar. As they pay us in gold.
That's right.
It is time for us to not just talk about a wealth transfer, but for us to experience a wealth transfer. What you want to ask yourself is, in 2008 and 2009, did you experience a wealth transfer or a recession? Because you knew it was optional, right? You could opt in or opt out. Most people haven't recovered from what happened to them in 2008 and 2009. I'm not saying anything against your financial advisors or your financial planners, but if they're still telling you to wait it out, and you ain't regained yet what you lost, and now you're losing again, you may want to get out of that little game right there. Grab that wheel and say that my destiny is mine. I got to look these kids in their face. I I know people who've opened up their envelopes and said, wait a minute, what you talking about? I got something here, let me see, because I don't really check these things that often. I said, really? She said, no, I mean, they pull the money out, for my 401k for retirement, and I don't really know what I'm reading. She lost 27%
Dr. Chyna,
in 10 days.
say one thing I think is very important. You made a statement a couple of weeks back that if you have a free gold savings account and you're not saving in gold, tell me what you said about that.
What did I say? Tell me.
You said if you have a free gold saving account and you are not saving in gold, that's an indictment against you.
I did?
Yeah.
I like it. I say a lot, and a lot of time is spirit led, so it's almost like a prophet.
That's right.
You try to figure out.
That's right.
They don't know what they ain't come from them.
That's right.
You gotta give God credit for that one, okay? Let me tell you something right here. I'm not involved in this because I was so wise and I just knew what to do. Sometimes you gotta move because God said to move, and you gotta do what you gotta do so that you don't keep missing out on your blessings and watching other people get them and sit back wondering when my turn goes.
Come on now. Yes, sir.
Let me tell you something. I don't make no apologies, none whatsoever. It's all about divine connection.
There you go. There you go.
We ain't in a year for Jubilee for nothing for you to still be going through and going through and going through. It's time to come on out.
Come on now.
That first step sometimes may seem like it's the hardest. It may feel like your feet got bricks on it, but you have to be seriously resilient. And that's why you have to be in environments that's conducive for your success. Because as soon as you leave out of this space, out of this environment, you're going to go around some people who you may ask their opinion, who may not be concerned with you succeeding.
That's right.
You have to have something that you can feel burling up on the inside. That you know you need to make a decision. What is you debating about something free for? The only question you should have had was, is the goal real? What are you talking about? This is money. Do you want some money or not? What are we talking about? We don't even need to do a pre. Do you want some money or not? Do you want some money? I can show you where you can get the purest, most secure money on the earth. The type of money that you just holding on to in this season will allow you to get land in oil wells and aircrafts if you're wise enough to get as much of it as you can. We're not talking about no speculative investments. That's why some of y'all still scratching your head. Because the market says that gold ain't never need the market permission to be valuable.
Come on now.
Gold is God's money.
That's right.
This ain't about buy low, sell high. Sell for what? That green stuff you chasing? Buy low and stack high. What you gonna wait another day to see it go up again and again and again? Going around about $150 in the last 30 days. What is we talking about in here? What am I saying? I'm not fussing. I know I get that. They just, she just be fussing at me. No, let's not get on $1 million mentorship call, because Dawn don't be fussing. She be throwing blows and kicking you. I be like, I'm not even getting on that call no more. That call gonna force me to grow. It's gonna force me to deal with some things I ain't ready to deal with. But that's what you gotta be willing to do. Guys, what are we saying? Somebody that you know that we don't know needs to hear this information from you.
That's right.
Man.
You can't let fear keep robbing you of your success.
Come on now.
You know, I heard a great man say that he don't believe in generational curses. He believes in generational habits.
That's right. That's right.
Stop talking about generational curses and break them habits, because what my mama did and my grandmother did. Well, let me ask you this. Is that how you want to end up?
Come on now.
Or are you trying to go further?
Yeah.
We have to be willing to make those hard decisions, guys. I made a decision today that was kind of hard for me. I had things laid out. It's my birthday, just got off the road. And I made a decision because God said you need to be there. So that somebody in that room can enjoy a birthday. You can have a birthday 365 days out the year. But somebody in that room is broken. Somebody in that room don't know what they're looking for an answer. And I need to send you on assignment. So that you can answer the prayer and be the vessel in which I send this answer to this prayer through. So I don't know who you are. I hope you can see me. I hope you can hear me. Because if you don't have eyes to see in this season and ears to hear, if you don't have eyes to see in this season and ears to hear, I didn't say you have to understand it all. That's not the issue. But you have to have discernment. And if this is not for you, it's okay. But I still encourage you to open up that free account. Fake like it's a new Facebook that came out. Just pretend for a moment for your own benefit. For a moment, for your children's sake.
That's right. Come on.
Just for a moment. Open up the free account that takes less than 5 minutes. How many people got a smartphone in the room? How many people in the room that's a guest that's ready to join the movement and that's not afraid to stand up because you understand taking action is going to be important for the next levels of your life? That's what I'm talking about. You're a guest today, but you said no more because I'm a part of this movement. I see something. It's going somewhere and I don't want to be left behind. So when I first asked that who the guests were, a lot of people waved their hands. Today I'm talking about opening up a free account and 2 people stood up. Wow. I don't know if I'm talking to the right audience or not. Because when Mr. Kevin James Brown came all the way to Atlanta to impart upon you guys some info, and I'm not trying to make anybody uncomfortable. Because guess what? If this ain't for you, it ain't for you. I'm not here to do you think I came here today to convince you? This is what I want you to know. Whether or not you decide to open up this free account and save some money the right way, my family is protected.
That's right.
See, your decision does not affect mine.
Come on now.
Your decision affects you and your children.
That's right.
And your legacy.
That's right.
Whether or not your picture's gonna be up on the wall or if it's gonna be in a little photo album with the little roach legs bent up on it. Whether or not you're gonna leave something for them that they're gonna say, that's my grandmother right there. That's my grandfather right there. You see this house that we standing in, it's because of what she did. It's because of what he did that allowed us to stand right here. Or will it be the one that's in the photo album with the little roach leg on? They're like, Ma, who that is again? So I'm going to ask one more time because I believe that it's just something that happens when you make a decision to take action. When you make a decision to speak out of it's something that can't nobody else do for you. Because God has given us free will.
That's right.
If you are a guest in the room today, seeing this opportunity, and you are ready to open up your online free gold savings account, if you would just stand to your feet so that we can just love on you, give you a round of applause. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for making a decision. Welcome you to this movement. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations. You have no idea what the boldness for you to stand on your feet just did for you and your family. But because you did it, I declare supernatural blessings so that the people that are looking around you can say, I remember that man when he stood up in the room, and look at him now. Look at how blessed they are now. We don't always understand why we do the things we do. But I'm telling you right now, in this season, I have ears to hear and eyes to see even what you don't understand. God bless you all. Good night.
Dr. Chyna,